out to the Discord because it seems like people don't all come in for the Zoom. Probably some people would come into the Discord. Let's see. Add channel. Nope. It looks like there's no Discord on there. Nope. They don't do Discord. No, Discord doesn't allow it. I am on YouTube, Twitch, and X. I don't broadcast on Facebook. I just feel like Facebook's kind of dead. Am I wrong? I feel like Facebook's kind of dead. Do you use Facebook? I mean, I use Facebook. I do. I mean, but I like it going on like rarely. Facebook's sort of like your high school yearbook. It's like your high school friends. Facebook's like for family and friend. Facebook's really like getting really close to like Pinterest. It's like for girls. And I don't really see anyone doing anything on Facebook um groundbreaking, revolutionary, like shit. That's where you want to be. Like it just seems like consortium of friends and family. Morning, Kelly. What do you use most? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? Yeah, I mean, I am still using it because I joined in 2009. What is that? Maybe it was 2008, 2009. That's 11 plus 5, 4, 15 years, which is not a lot of time. And I mean, which is like a lot of time in the tech world, but it's not a lot of time, is it? 15 years. But things really moved. You know what's crazy? I was just reading. Here's something crazy. Good morning, Bob. You know what's something crazy? I was just came across. Okay. I think most of you, I don't know about you, Marcus. When's your birthday? What's your birth year, Marcus? I'm 1975. 71? Okay, I'm 75. Okay, so you know what I'm about to talk about. So in 1980, when the 80s started, which we were all part of. I don't know about Kelly, but Bob, Carl, Marcus, and maybe Kelly. I think so. When the 80s started, 1980, do you remember like at that point, just imagine 1980, right? You're there, it's 1980, and then think, wow, how distant and long ago and historic of a time of long ago of great grandparents was 1936, right? 1936 and 1980 was like, wow, that's ancient. Well, guess what? 1980 is as many years ago now as 1936 was back in 1980. In other words, 2024 to 1980 is the same as 1980 to 1936. That's insane. Oh my God. Ouch, stop it. Yeah, yeah. We are like great grandparents. Like when they're like, oh yes, I walked to school in the snow in 1936. Dude, that was us. Holy crap. I need a nap already. Hilarious. All right. Oh, and I think I am broadcasting out. Yes, I am. Okay. Carl says 1980, my first year in college. Our computer was the size of a two-story house. Then we put in punch cards. Oh, were you in like Michigan or something? They only had those big computers in like a couple locations, like Stanford, uh, Central United States, Oklahoma. Uh-huh. That's cool. Did you get involved in those computers? Were you interested in that? Wow. We had an Old Dominion, 1983. That sounds so familiar. You are 3 months older than me, Evan. December baby here. I remember Apple. IIe. Oh yeah, the Apple IIe. I was 6.5 or 7 years old at that moment, I believe. Hell no, business, finance, econ guy. Well, that's good. Randy, welcome in. We're talking about the old days. Oregon Trail Rock. Oh yeah. I played I don't remember the name of the game, and it was on, I think it was on Commodore 64. It might have been Amiga, could have even been Atari. I don't know. I had a bunch of weird computers. But Oregon Trail on Apple IIe. Yeah. No, I remember this one called something like Swiss Family Robinson. It was a Swiss Family Robinson type of game, and you were shipwrecked on an island. And that was so much fun because you had to be clever. Everything was a riddle. The whole game was a riddle. You had to find, red sand beach because you needed some minerals from it. And, is what people do with Minecraft today. I can imagine that's why Minecraft's so addicting because they have to go find, certain things, and then because they need certain resources in order to create certain things. But at least there was a freaking plot. In Minecraft there's no plot. You just endlessly go. In Swiss Family Robinson or whatnot, you're trying to get off the island, you're trying to survive. You had the IBM PC Junior. Wow. Yeah, and then there was why is it escaping me? Some of the first PCs were made by this one company, very popular. I don't know why I'm escaping me. Not HP, but HP made some, but there was more of like a semi-consumer brand. I mean, I want to say Dell, but it wasn't Dell. It was before Dell even. Uh, and remember, there was like whether or not you had a 586 or whatever that. No, it wasn't Compact or AST. Oh man, why can't I think of the name? Early um PC computers. Well, yeah, I know about the Apple II. TRS-80, that's certainly one. Remember the TRS-80? Anybody? History of personal computers. Wow. PET, I'm not even familiar with that one. VisiCalc. Yeah, was the killer app. VisiCalc. Probably Carl, you remember that one because that started to get used hugely in finance. Atari, Sinclair, TI? No, was it am I thinking of the TI? So that'd be Texas Instruments. No, I don't think so. Commodore. It wasn't an IBM. Okay, there it was. It was called an IBM PC clone. Remember that? It was IBM PC clones. It was like the Clone Wars. IBM PC clones, and it was. Let's see if they list some manufacturers here. The one I'm thinking of, Compact, DEC, Columbia. No, it definitely wasn't Compact. Oh God, remember these? Look, I'm about to show you a photo. Boy, this will bring back the memories. Look at this fucker. Paste that. Wow. Um, that company, DC Rainbow. Mm. My brother and I would take the Apple IIe screen, no volume, greenish yellow screen. Yep. Hook it up in our room to the cable and watch TV listening through the walls of what the old man had playing on the TV. Wow, we had our ways around that grounding. Your roommate had that one? Oh, gosh, it almost came to me. I feel like it starts with the A and it's not an Atari. Why can't I think of the name of those? And they're quite popular. Anyway, I just had a friend who had one. I'm just trying to remember this. There's the Amiga, the Macintosh, the rise of the graphical user interface. Geez, it was ridiculous how Coleco, that was a competition with Atari. Um, well, it looks like I won't be able to remember it. I think it was a Dell. I think it might have been a type of Dell, although I think Dell came later than even the year I'm thinking of. But Dell certainly had been around for a long time. Lisa, no, that was first Macintosh. Yeah, no, but yeah. I never saw a Lisa, but I certainly saw all the early Apples because Um, I was in the pilot program that Apple did across the United States into elementary schools, and it started with Apple um, Apple IIs. I don't think they were Apple IIe's yet. I think it was just called the Apple II, and we were learning, what was it called? Go or something? It was like a plotting language, so you could plot, squares or pictures or lines and stuff. I feel like it was called like Go-To or something. Dell was founded in 1984. It could have been Dell. All right. Well, right on, everybody. Good morning. It is 9:14. We have 16 minutes till the market opens. I'm staring dead center at the cues. Yesterday, right at the close, was a really strong close. That's a sign of a bullish sentiment in the market. Just like I had said on Friday of last week, my instincts tell me that this is very supportive action. This is like a secret buy day. This was very good. Like this is that day right there, supportive above water, above the breakdown area. The way it behaved, being supported like that, staying doji-ish, staying green, not really testing the down area, was a major sign that secret, cheat entry sign that you should be getting into positions. And I got in a few, just not enough. And then yesterday, although most of the day was also similarly doji, we remained elevated. And then at the end of the day, swoosh, there's just that bullish push. I do remain hedged, against the geopolitical tensions, but this can be quite good here. This is looking quite good on the market and in pre-market. The VIX is sitting at 13.43, 13.4 right now before the open. And, at this point from this pivot low, we are quite extended. But, look at some of the prior times in which price started to fly. It keeps going. It can keep going. But today's probably under a little bit of pressure of being now extended from prices down here. However, we'll see. I mean, most of what's going on, I presume, is due to earnings and the valuations of companies and similar companies across different sectors and industries starting to uh, change value to the positive side. Although this morning we did have some earnings misses. I forget what they were. Disney is one that seems to have done poorly in the TV area, I think it was. And so it's moved down almost 7% from 116 to almost 108 right now. And we'll see how that looks like it's just going to be a breakdown, although we are near a prior support catalyst area. So we'll see if it finds some support around 107. But yeah, Disney, no good there on Disney. And there was another one, forgetting. But by the way, pay attention to the alerts at the end of the day today in the group, because as much as I can remember I'll try to get out some lottos if there are any that qualify. Lottos are pretty much the only positive EV, barely in the long run, way that you can pre-play earnings. All right, when I already went through the pre-market gainers that were mostly on earnings, Zeta, HIMS, none of them really had the pivot breakout you're looking for. MWA I didn't look at, and SYM I didn't look at those. UBS and Rivian. So let me take a look at this. MWA and SIM. Yes, sir, Kelly. Thank you. Okay, water products, and this is very lightly traded, so we can't really trade that. And SIM, excuse me, Stim is up almost 11% in pre-market, but it is not really over significant pivotage, although it does put it up over the 200, but it still needs to test the 200 and create a bullish trend. In any event, it's a bit too lightly traded for anybody to really go after. So, all right, here we are, 11 minutes before the market opens, on top of the ball. And then, like I said, this week, there's not really too much economic data coming out to speak of. We've got today, yeah, it's really nothing. The different Feds chairmen are going to be speaking throughout the week, giving their own opinions every day. And unless one of those is super surprising, it's really not going to change anything. Tomorrow, like we have oil and gas, inventories. There's a 10-year note auction tomorrow afternoon. So these are all nothing major. But then Thursday, we do have initial jobless claims. So a first reporting of the period's jobless claims, and then later that day, a 30-year bond auction. And then Friday, consumer sentiment. So until Thursday and Friday, there's really going to be nothing that moves the needle other than earnings. And that's great. Stocks are free to run for a few days before they get corrected. So yeah, we'll need to watch the different earnings releases. Today, after hours, we're looking at Rivian. Wait a minute, Rivian. I thought Rivian already reported. Let's see. For some reason, Rivian's way up. If it's not on earnings, they're up 10%. Preview. Well, I don't know why Rivian is up. I thought they already released their earnings. Anyway, Rivian, I believe, potentially reporting after hours, although it may have already reported. Upstart, Win, Lyft, Oxy, Twilio, Toast, and Confluent. These are all things we're interested in. And then in the morning, so still, you could only really make plays on them today by grabbing option lottos. Is Uber, Shopify, Affirm. So that's a couple. Uber, Shopify, Affirm, Upstart, Win, Lyft, Oxy, Twilio, Confluent, and Toast. There's got to be one lotto in there, at least two, if not three. And so we'll see when those come along. A couple of names like that, a handful of names each day as opportunities. And we're waiting and looking for anything that does super well as well to get into them. Like we had Palantir, for example. That was the other one. That was the other disappointment. Palantir reported last night. And so it's moved from 25.50-ish at the close yesterday to 22. So it's down 12%. So for now, a little bit more pressure and difficulty faces the company. However, I mean, if you look at the annual growth, I mean, the demand for its services just keeps going up. So I don't think there's really too much bad news in the bigger scheme of things with Palantir. Seems to be going in the right direction. Lucid, I think, was a big miss. Lucid is down. I mean, Lucid is a penny stock at this point. Lucid is down 8%. HIMS, I mean, I already looked at most of these. But so we're looking for anything that would have popped big. Oh, Datadog. I did not look at that. DDog, what did you do? DDog did not do too well. It is down almost 9% and was down further. $125 or $7 it closed at yesterday, hitting 111 low. Not too good. Glad not to be in Datadog. Don't be in anything over earnings. Crocs reported this morning. Crocs, I guess, had a decent report, and it is up a smidge. You got Nikola and Ferrari. Well, we could take a look at them. We got time. Nikola looks like it disappointed. Anything new? And no trade there. Ferrari, that is a race. RACE. It's like was slightly disappointed. Um, but it still is pretty up there, elevated and tightening and consolidating this upper region. At some point it may break out, but without it being on a catalyst, it might not result in much of a run. It might be waiting for the next quarter at that point. But anyway, it's not going to break out today. There's a bit of a pullback on the earnings releases. Did I look at Cell H? No, I don't think I did. I mean, I did I did earlier, but not just now. This one is sort of after a negative reaction has reclaimed most of it. Let's see what happens when the market opens. But this could be something that potentially, if it can get over this, kind of is over this resistance trend line. Peloton, wow. Okay. Cell H. So Cell H is something to kind of watch. I'm going to put that somewhere here. And the other one was Peloton. Let's take a look. Peloton. Peloton moves from $3 to like $4, up 20%. $3.50 to $4.50. Up like 25%. Excuse me. I hope I don't make you guys tired by me yawning. I did have my coffee. Peloton up about 25%. Still is under the 200 moving average and in a downtrend for over a year now. So it remains under pressure. There doesn't seem to be a pivot sentiment pivot catalyst change. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oh, private equity firms consider potential Peloton buyout. Receives takeover interest from private equity firms. Is mostly up because of that. Okay, so that wasn't ER. That was a buyout rumor. So that doesn't mean anything, Kelly, as far as the move. There's nothing you could do about it. Uh, Buyout rumors tend to peg prices, and then the volatility is squashed. Don't trade, what do you call them, mergers and acquisitions and buyouts. They don't go anywhere. Let's see if there's any other stocks anybody's talking about in my feed of accounts that I follow. Beer. Let's see. Beer's got earnings coming up. Looks like maybe they have an analyst call on Thursday. NTNX testing resistance. Somebody says I am in that, I believe. Yes. Let's see. NTNX. Yeah, I'm in NTNX. Had a great day yesterday. I might have sold out of it. Let me see. No, I'm still in it somewhat. So we'll see if that keeps performing today. Yeah, watch yourself on Peloton. TSM, yeah, I got that yesterday. TSM. Let's see. All right, TSM pulling back right now. That's why we get a put credit spread. I thought I got it yesterday. Let me see. Yes. Around noon. The what did I get? 130, 125. Let's write that in. This one I closed, whatever this was. And yesterday around noon, which was probably right around here. I got the June 21, 130, 125 for It looks to be $1, no, 90 cents. So that makes your break even 129.10. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it too. I mean, if it does have some problems, I think it's going to be able to get over that break even line pretty easily in the next 2 weeks. And it does run the risk of geopolitical tensions. It seems like semis react quite unpleasantly to geopolitical tension escalation. So there's a bit of risk there. That one's pretty exposed to risk, TSM, but looks good. Did you get in that yesterday, Randy? The way you're mentioning it. Nvidia had a very nice day yesterday, and today it looks like it wants to backfill a little bit, to pull back and fill it in a little. Oh, okay. You had it on the list to look at this morning. Okay, very good. Well, I did alert that yesterday. I don't know if it was alerted. Let me see. No, it wasn't alerted. But over in options as passive income, I talked about DJT, Netflix. Was that DraftKings? DraftKings. Did I get DraftKings? I think it didn't pay. Wasn't set up properly. NTNX. Oh, we were talking about a lot of stocks yesterday. What is this? The market's open, by the way. Moderna. Somewhere. Yeah, somewhere I talked about it. Pretty sure. Kava, American Airlines, talked about oil, Micron, TSM. There it is. Um, I have orders for TSM. Yeah, so it was in the chat. It's in the chat. These are your positions right now? Okay, cool. Dell, Spotify, QQQ. Oh, as a hedge. Meta, FTAI. That's a little probably a difficult position, but look at you. You're up on every single one of them, or those are just how they're sitting right now this morning. NVO. That's not from your P&L. How they ended yesterday. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, but that's not P&L though, I don't think. Um, like QQQ, I think is down is up if it's a hedge. Let's see here. Uh, okay, NRG. This is when we've been stocking on earnings. When will the earnings be? It says they're already out. Wow, NRG flying, and that would be one that we want to go after. NRG, and it's triggering my alert. And are we after the first minute? Yes. So I'm looking to get into NRG right now if it pays. Let's see. Boy, the options are pretty skimpy. It doesn't offer a good 20 delta. Only has 16 to 30. There's too much skipping in the deltas, so we have to skip NRG. Unfortunately, I love it, but this could be a great shares trade for you shares traders. NRG. W is also triggering. W triggering my signal. Okay, I see. Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. And off of the open, stocks are majority red from the open. Growth stocks that we like to get into are majority red. So we are going to get, it appears, a day of pressure on the market. Potential. I mean, I can't fully commit to anything I say ever, really. But we're only in the first 2 minutes here of trading. So far, the market's going green, but it seems like growth stocks are not concurring. So I'm not sure that this move will stick, but great if it does. Excellent. That'd be just fine. All right, Disney selling off. Probably a call credit spread is in order. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Okay. What happened there? What was that? That was cart. Okay. So I'm getting what I'm looking for from cart right now. But what I wanted to do here. Okay, see where we're at. Ah, okay. I have some interesting options here. Trade. All right. Now, let's see if Disney offers a good call credit spread to bet on here. This would be the 115. Yeah, that could be good. But does it pay well? We'll find out in just a minute. So you sell the 115, buy the 120. And we're only getting 52 for 448 credit. 52 to by 448, 11.6%. Nope, we can't do that. Not going to happen on Disney for a call credit spread. Let's see. Okay, now we're almost at 50-50, maybe 55% majority green on the growth stocks. Let's see what's way at the top. DraftKings, I think, which is earnings out on them. Okay, did I get DraftKings the other day? I wanted to, right, but it didn't qualify. You got to keep checking. I'm not going to check today, but like you got to keep checking because like in a week, DraftKings, if it does have some kind of a signal, uh, the options then could finally be uh, where they pay according to their risk. Right now, they don't. Well, I could double check that right now. I doubt they do on DraftKings. The idea would be to get. Oh, actually, I did get a position. I am in DraftKings. Where is it then? Some odd location of my portfolio. I also got in Netflix yesterday. Put that in the. Where are you, DraftKings? That is so strange. I do have it, but where the heck is it? Am I just not seeing it? How many times can my eyes scan it and not see? That is really strange. It's nowhere to be found, and yet it says I have it. DraftKings. I do have it. Where is it? Well, there it is. It's an iron condor. Okay. Oh, all my stuff is flickering. I have to restart Thinkorswim for a second, guys. This is some weird issue that's been going on for the last 3 weeks. In Thinkorswim, at least on Macs, although I hear PCs are doing it as well. You can watch the market in the meantime. Is the market going to behave like yesterday? Kind of testy doji all day, and then at the end of the day, a big swoosh? Maybe. All right, pulling back, Thinkorswim back up now. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. Thinkorswim won't last more than like an hour before uh, windows start blinking on and off. Anybody else have that issue, by the way, right now? Anybody getting that? That could be just special to Max, or I'm not sure. Nope. Well, that's good. Must be something conflicting in my system only. Wonderful. But that'll probably go on for years until that's fixed. So what happened was cart sold. Okay, let's take a look at that. Filled orders, cart. Okay. So I do have more carts. Okay. So what's up with cart? Okay, it keeps moving favorably in my direction. See now, in this list is my best list is not showing. There we go. Doing some calculating and sorted. Okay, SMCI, NEI, DraftKings, VKTX. We're already in VKTX, and then the DraftKings we're in Iron Condor. Dell is up 1%. Am I in Dell? I am in Dell. Okay, boy, we are just in all the right names at all the right times. Okay, this on to keeps going, but it's got ER in like 2 days. Just can't quite get in it. Am I holding anything that has earnings coming up? Yeah, Airbnb. So I need to consider getting out of Airbnb today, and also Robinhood. Tomorrow after hours, and then Airbnb tomorrow after hours. Okay, so actually, theoretically, I can hold those all the way till tomorrow, after until near the close of tomorrow. Coming up also is on earnings in my holdings is Frog. All right, that's perfectly centered on the Iron Condor. Coming up on earnings also is Cart. Okay, yeah, I've been trying to get out of Cart because it's happening. Well, actually, tomorrow evening. That's Cart. Also coming up on earnings soon is GCT that I hold. GCT having a larger than average size day. It's having quite a good day. 10% ADR day versus a 9% ADR day. That's a sign of things really expanding on a stock. I even have a scan down here. It's not showing anything right now because I think something's up with Thinkorswim, but it's called expansion for 2 days. Show me stocks that where their ADR percents have been expanding for 2 days in a row on expanding volume as well. And amazingly, the stocks that it turns up there are really interesting. I really that's a very interesting list because it's not correlated to anything else, but it tends to find very interesting stocks out there, penny stocks starting to explode, all that kind of stuff. All right. Arm, ENPH. I gotta watch out with ENPH keeps going up, and I'm trying to get out of it. It's right on the cusp of minus 100% max profit. But in general, everything's going good here in the port. If anybody has anything they'd like me to look at, let me know. Kava, good. Hood Cart, SE, NTNX, DJT. What's up with DJT today? Okay, that should be a gain. Yes. SG. All right. That's sweet gum or something. Let's see. Sweet green. Sweet gum. Sweet green. Okay, it's got earnings coming right up. What about it? It does have earnings coming right up. So, you can't touch anything where it doesn't have at least a 24-day runway to next ER or next catalyst. It could be a big news conference. You got to watch out when you get into things on PCS. Got to watch out. for uh, any big catalysts that are going to interrupt your trade. It's just not worth it. Oh yes, ER's the next 2 days. You better have that on your charts. That's going to be a big problem. But that's something that I caught for you there. Art VKTX. I mean, with so many great stocks right now, just looking great. VKTX, if you haven't gotten into it, um, it's just nicely, tenderly breaking over this top line resistance, getting ready for its next run, which is going to domino these pivot breaks and have new highs over 100 pretty soon. And 100 is a pretty significant number. So that's going to be, and then right now it's at 79. I don't, if it has the energy, if this happens, it's kind of domino set up for it to really easily fly up to 100. Once it breaks 100, that's going to be a um, important level to break, and it'll go blue sky from there. GTE. All right. So GTE is making new all-time highs or recent highs, however you want to put it. In the energy sector, let's take a quick look at energy to see how that's set up. Okay, well, GTE breaking out. Let's take a look at the options. That could be a share entry for you. Well, let's take a look at the options. GTE, way too thin on the options. So I'm not able to get in, but there you go, you guys. That's a really good uh, shares type trade. Wow, it's already blinking again. Look at that. What is it doing? Wow, the whole thing goes to holy hell. Really strange. Okay, I'm going to cut the stream there then. We're 15 minutes into the market and see it's like kind of left some of these windows still blinking. Woo. All right, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Wow, I'm gonna have to close Trading View as well. Micron, okay, I'll check it out later. Yeah, see you back in the group, and just let me know what you want me to check out, and I'll check it out and post my reaction in the group. Ask the question there. Okay, bye guys.